So let's try to chart the flight path, the flight pattern of energy that comes into this world in the form of food, and how that same energy makes its way back up and becomes spiritual. So first the Eibishter puts energy into the sun, and the sun passes along this energy into our world. The sun, through its light rays, will cause plants to grow through photosynthesis, and the plant is able to use that energy to produce, whether it's wheat stalks or vegetables, and eventually when it's put into an oven to get bread, the oven takes away the raw elements that are too material to be digested by a human, and makes the wheat more refined so that a person could ingest it. There's a second step that the stomach itself digests the food even further by making it further refined and more spiritual, because a person only needs the spiritual part of the food in order to live. The physical part of the food will sit in the stomach, give the person the feeling that they're full, but the part of the bread, which is the taste of it, the sugar elements, will go to the person's brain and cause the person to have more energy. Now, when a person uses that energy to learn Torah or daven, and they're using their voice to produce sound, that sound comes from the energy that the person got from eating bread. And the voice is made up of those four elements that are basic to everything in this world: Eish, Ruach, Mayim, and Afar, fire, air, wind, water, and earth. And the sound that the person produces is a physical, materialistic sound. Now that sound is very far away from being associated with a likus. That sound will make its way to a nearby malach, and the malach will then internalize that sound and sort of digitize it in a way where it becomes more pleasant, more ruchni, more edel, and that malach will pass it on to a higher malach that will make it even more ruchni than before. And we say that one malach compared to the malach that's on top of it is compared to a person's speech that's associated with the thought that it came from, where the thought is a lot more refined than the speech that came out, and a lot greater in quality and depth than the speech that came out. The speech is a very basic part, a basic expression of what is much more internal and much more in depth in the brain. So each malach will pass it on to the malach on top of him until it comes to God, and over there it'll be sacrificed on a spiritual altar in the upper worlds, and the original energy that was given into this stalk of grain that came originally from God will make its way back up to God in a way where it was sacrificed for the spiritual. And when the person uses that energy for Torah or for prayer, the person has fulfilled the purpose of why he himself is in the world and the purpose of why that grain grew and became a piece of bread for him to eat.